This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
I'm Kelly Thompson, and you're listening to Capes and Lunatics.
There's a thin line between heroism and madness.
Here the line fades to nothing at all.
This is a world of Capes and Lunatics.
And nothing is off limits.
All right, we're here. We're ready to go. It's me. It's Florida woman. We got new. It's all ready to go.
I am the play.
We back. Capes and Lunatics, episode 126 starts right now.
Got those numbers in your pick 3, kids.
Lucky numbers. Hello and welcome to the Capes and Lunatics, the most fun and most informative comic podcast you'll ever hear. I am Phil. Joining me as always, the bombastic bastion of knowledge from New Jersey,
Charlie, the Professor Etza, live from Newark, New Jersey, which is technically Gotham.
and the loquacious, liquored up Lilith Hellfire.
Hey, y'all. That's it. He covered everything. Go home.
Go home. Lilith's drunk.
She's giving her Tracy Ullman bit. Go home! Go home!
Go home. Lilith's drunk.
Only 90s kids will remember.
All right. So.
I actually think that was technically 80s kids, but yes.
Late 80s kids. I wanted to talk about some controversial figures in the news today.
Ooh.
Well,
who could that be?
Well, I was going to bring him up anyway, but Charlie Esser also said he wanted to talk about, well, between Martin Scorsese and Jennifer Aniston, we got a lot of people bashing comic book movies this week.
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston blaming comic book movies for her not working is kind of like her blaming murder mysteries for her not working.
Well, not too long ago, didn't she want to be in the superhero movie? I'm guessing maybe
everyone wants to be in a superhero movie, and when you don't get in a superhero movie, then you start trash talking superhero movies.
I was going to say, do you think maybe does it seem like maybe it's the older folk who are trashing superhero movies? The ones.
Well, I mean, she's not that old. No, I mean,
yeah, but they're not looking.
Hollywood year she is,
and they're not looking for her to carry a 10-year franchise though either.
I mean, look, I'll tell you this right now. I'll guarantee you, she was up for Pepper Potts and didn't get picked. Her and Gwyneth, they're actually kind of like, they're in the same circle, and they probably go up for a lot of the same parts. But some of us are Gwyneth's, and some of us are Jennifer's. So, no, I don't mean to be hating on poor Jennifer Aniston. I've actually liked her in everything she's ever done.
Thanos killed Sabretooth.
Yeah, well, he killed half the universe.
No, doesn't it look like he actually killed Sabretooth instead of Sabretooth looking like a zombie?
Yes, because it's a zombie Sabretooth, so it makes for a very telling tableau when you're playing with your Marvel Masterworks toys. Anyway, so Jennifer Aniston, she feels that there's just, that basically, and here's one thing I'll give her. She isn't wrong. The way that the studio system is becoming, which is becoming much more monopolistic and much more blockbuster based, is creating a situation in which the big studios are making fewer and fewer films to make bigger and bigger blockbuster films. This very similar thing happened. Thank you, Lindsay Ellis, for letting me know this on YouTube recently. With the big rise in musicals back in the 60s,
Oh, that's an old Lindsay Ellis video, homie. You're behind.
But I can't, that's the thing about YouTube. Sometimes it's new to you. Me and Tristan been really enjoying our Lindsay Ellis lately, and we got into the depth. As you should. She's a really talented, and hey, it'll save you a film studies degree. Watch that. You don't need one. It's great. It's so much cheaper. And it helps her pay off her student loans. So win-win. But no. But right now, as we're getting into this field where really studios are looking, we just want to make $1 billion, you know, because it's not as profitable to make movies. And this is the real caveat: to make movies, it's not as profitable to make a movie that doesn't make $1 billion. What is profitable, however, is to create your own streaming service where you suddenly have lots of different kinds of stories you want to tell in lots of different genres, because you need a lot of content to fill it. And, you know, so from a Jennifer Aniston point of view, that, you know, there's more than enough TV out there right now for Jennifer Aniston to be a very working actress if she wants to be.
Oh, yeah.
If she can be. But
she's on some series on Netflix right now, I think.
Oh, well, then what's she complaining about? She's got a job.
Exactly.
You know, it's like...
Are you sure you're not thinking of Christina Applegate?
No. No, because I heard an interview this week with Jennifer Aniston. No, she's on some Netflix series with, was it Steve Carell?
She has to work with Adam Sandler. That's what it is. She's in Mirror.
Oh, yeah. I'd be begging everybody to give me a job if that's all I had left.
I don't know if that's yeah. Oh, well, but yeah, she's on some show. You know, it's a, you know, it's one of those, you know, based on true events. You know, but like you know, the Matt Lauer Today Show thing, kind of based on that. Yeah.
Don't know what that's about, but okay.
Well, sexual. You know, she's a news anchor in her male clip.
I know what Matt Lauer's about. I just didn't know there was someone was making a movie.
Yeah,
I think it's a series. I don't even think it's just.
It's probably one of those limited series. So yeah.
Maybe, yeah, it's Netflix. So.
I do think she is the suffering pretty girl next to Adam Sandler in his Netflix fare. You know, which if you're a fan of Adam Sandler, enjoy. He's actually every so often he'll do something that make you go, "Wow, that guy could actually be an actor if he wanted to."
Last thing he done was, I'd say Funny People, but that was kind of schmaltzy. I'll go with Punch Drunk Love. Yeah.
Everyone was Punch Drunk Love, you know. Although that's kind of his Joker movie, where if you play a psychopath and you are a psychopath. For those who wonder why Joaquin Phoenix was so good in that role.
Well, he does come from a very certain background.
Yeah, no. But yeah, no, but this was actually the most fascinating aspect of this that I thought, because of course the real person to get the ball rolling on all this was Martin Scorsese, who also is working. He's just not working in film, but it's not like he made cinematic films to start with, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, Robert Downey Jr. kind of said, "Well, actually, it is cinema. It's in the name, the Marvel Cinematic Universe." That these are cinematic films. And they are, if nothing else, you can say whatever you want about them. These films are cinematic, you know, in the same way that Michael Bay is cinematic. He makes big shows with big stories, big set pieces. That is big boobs. You know. Really, does Megan Fox actually have large breasts? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I actually have never seen any of the Transformer films. I've seen clips of them, obviously, but yeah. And honestly, if Megan Fox bit me, I would probably sue because I wouldn't know who she was. Because I don't want to be built. Yes, it's very nice. Setting up he's got the Hulk and Thanos fighting now.
Fighting's only fun if it's consensual. Yes, moving on.
Yes. Anyway, you know, but yeah, so it is cinematic. But Kevin Smith made a really great point. And this, of course, is how Kevin Smith,
between sobs,
yes, is a really great storyteller. Is he made the point that basically Last Temptation of Christ is a superhero film. It's a superhero film because Martin Scorsese is like totally into Christ. He just doesn't understand that there are other people that are just really into Spider-Man. And the fact of the matter is, and you can at me all you want, the fact of the matter is that what makes Christ a powerful religious figure is that he gives us a cause to be a better person. What makes Spider-Man a powerful figure is that he gives us cause to be a better person. That whether or not they exist or not is completely irrelevant to the power they have in your life. The power these beings have in your life is how they affect you on that emotional level to make you want to be a better person, to live a better life, to be a more complete human being. That is what makes Christianity or Islam or Judaism or even, I don't know enough about Hindu philosophy to say for certain about Hinduism, but I'll guarantee it's probably in there too. That, the idea is I as a person, I as a human being have a connection to something greater. I can be greater. And that's a story we tell ourselves. And it's a good story, and it's a powerful story. And a good, powerful story is a good, powerful story, whether you're wearing a loincloth or you're wearing tights.
Ew.
That's why they're bringing Conan back. Get the best of both worlds over in Marvel Comics. So, yeah, I mean, Scorsese can say what he wants, but the fact of the matter is, if you want to make, people have home theaters in their house now. You make a film for Netflix, it's gonna be seen on Netflix and seen in the big thing. But again, it's cachet. What they're really complaining about is that the cachet of being the theater is no longer going to them.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it's all business. It's like what Martin Scorsese movie or what Jennifer Aniston rom-com is making $1 billion? None. But the Marvel movies are making $1 billion.
Well, they make $1 billion, but it costs a lot too. And the fact
they're making their money back, though.
It's a strong argument that Scorsese's latest film, which I'm really excited to see on Netflix. I forget what it's called now, but it's it's on. That movie will make more money for Netflix in the long term because they're going to run that thing for 100 years.
Yeah.
And they'll have that for 100 years in constant rotation. And the fact of the matter is that, Disney may get more upfront, but they're going to get it. It's going to have a diminishing return.
Yeah, but eventually, all the Marvel movies are going to get a Disney Plus. You have Blu-rays. You have, that stuff has life too.
Because that's what Disney understands, is that that's the future. You can do your big budget road shows. You can do you can have your cinema experience for that first run. Stay up all night, go there, get your big thing of popcorn, and really enjoy the moment. But the fact of the matter is, the real money is on the back end. And as Marvel has always known, the real money's in the T-shirt sales.
Mm.
It's the sweetest plum. Just ask Krusty the Clown.
Lilith Hellfire, your thoughts on Martin Scorsese or Jennifer Aniston?
I don't really care about what Jennifer Aniston has to say, but Martin Scorsese, he's an old curmudgeon. It's fine. He doesn't understand the new ways, and dinosaurs like him, they're all going to be gone in a couple of years. So who cares?
Yeah, I was gonna. Well, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's like the people who can't adapt are are usually the ones who you don't see them for too much longer.
Yeah, although to be fair, Martin Scorsese is adapting. Jennifer Aniston is adapting.
Are they though?
Well, they're both working.
Yeah, but I mean, Charlie, they've already had their success. It's like, why do you begrudge someone else for having success, even though it's something
you
don't believe in?
Thing, Grandma. Go sit down.
Why are they trying to give? Maybe this is going to build somebody's career. I mean, I know it's like a joint thing, but I mean, what if Tom Holland goes on to even bigger things from this?
Oh, he will.
That's what I'm saying. So why?
Or maybe not. You never know.
Well, or any of them, anybody in the MCU. I'm just, this could be building somebody's career.
Well, yeah.
The dinosaurs and they'll be gone in a little bit. No need to worry about it.
of course, not for nothing, not to be rude, but you're assuming Martin Scorsese wants to build other people's careers.
No, I'm not saying he wants to build anyone's careers, but he already has his career. Why do you got to bash something else just because you don't believe in it? Maybe that's how someone else is going to build their movie career.
Well, today I think it's a lot of Adam West, and a lot of they didn't even ask me.
True.
I mean, I'm sure Martin Scorsese, they're saying, they're getting all these other famous. I think he's probably just as mad. No one's asked him to. I will wager you, he's mad he didn't get asked to make Solo.
Scorsese?
Yeah, Scorsese.
I don't know about all that, but
I think he went to Solo. I could have done this much better.
well,
That's not a high bar. That's not a high bar.
I know.
I literally have 6 scripts better than what that was that I wrote when I was drunk in a bar waiting on a date. I'm just saying. Bad movie to compare.
Well, in their defense, I mean, you do everything drunk.
Not everything, just most things.
Anyway.
Be different.
Oh, and then the Disney bashing continued because Rob Liefeld said something about holding Disney, having a lawsuit against Disney and holding their feet to the fire, which was ironic coming from the man who can't draw feet.
What exactly, and not for nothing, I didn't even bother to read the article because it's Rob Liefeld. But what exactly is his complaint?
I mean,
because it's about Deadpool. He feels he's not getting the percentage he's owed on Deadpool.
They didn't go into detail. They didn't go into detail because it's an ongoing, lawsuit. But I would assume it's Deadpool. He's co-creator on Deadpool. I mean, what else? I mean,
Yeah. They don't give you money just because you're the co-creator at comic books. That was kind of Jack Kirby's whole thing.
He signed the. Well, that's what me and Lilith were talking about the other night. I said he signed the deal. It's like if Stan wasn't getting money off these people, Liefeld, you're not getting jack.
Yeah, and to be fair, to be fair, Stan Lee did get money on that because he positioned himself to do it. That's why everyone was mad at Stan Lee, because Stan Lee figured out that if you go out there and you're a mad huckster, everyone loves you. If you're super affable, and then you can sort of negotiate yourself into that publisher emeritus status, which is what he got. And then once he got there, he didn't get it's like he doesn't. When you see that, the money he gets for the, based on characters by Stan Lee, he only got that because he only got money from those films because he got a producer credit.
Yeah,
because he negotiated himself into a position to be the guy that was pushing for Marvel Productions and Marvel Studios.
he busted his hump. He's like, hey, I'm not going to get any money on the writing side. Let's get some producer credits on some of these movies and stuff.
Well, exactly, because not for nothing, he knows that as much as anyone might love classic Stan Lee stories, probably only the skeleton of them would be used, which ironically is usually what Stan Lee actually says he wrote. He wrote the skeleton of the story. Jack Lee filled it out. Then he or his brother wrote in the dialogue, and that's the Marvel method. And so yeah, now and when you make the thing again, you're going to use that bare skeleton. 4 guys go up in a rocket. One comes back a pile of rocks. They fight a mole man. There's a guy in armor. Yada yada yada. Universe is saved. And that's what Stan Lee wrote, and that's what he gets a nickel for. So that sounds fair to me.
Liefeld.
But yeah, so that's Liefeld. Like I said, I mean, without knowing what he's really arguing is, and I know he's got a co-creator, but was that Fabian?
Was Pooh,
Yeah,
okay?
that was Nisi.
Yeah, Fabian.
Yeah,
but wasn't the other guy was Fabian?
Yeah.
And from all the stories I hear, it sounds like Fabian kind of made all the choices with Deadpool. It's like the guy who actually created Deadpool. Deadpool is Deadpool.
Well, you could say Liefeld probably came up with the look and stuff.
Yeah, but that's Deadpool isn't famous because, ooh, a red and black suit. Now that's a character. That's. I mean, he's not Boba Fett. Boba Fett. You can make an argument that Boba Fett 1,000% character design.
He's a red and black Deathstroke.
Deathstroke's a red and black Deathstroke.
Deathstroke isn't red.
Deathstroke's not red?
No, he's
orange.
blue and orange.
Somebody's colorblind.
Oh, he was red on Teen Titans, so.
Get out. Get yourself out.
Wilson, right? That's what we're talking about, right?
Slade Wilson, yeah. Slade.
Yeah. He's red and black on all the Teen Titans. That's the only place I know the guy from. They may have made him blue and orange in another universe, but in the universe that matters, the universe that's making money, Teen Titans, he's red and black.
You know what happened? Any respect Lilith Hellfire just had for you?
What?
There it goes.
I don't think there was that much to flush. So you could have used the urinal, is what I'm saying.
Oh
no. So apparently Deathstroke is. Yes, I know he also has a costume that's orange and blue, but if you look at Teen Titans, if you look at the popular presentation of the character of Deathstroke, he's usually red and black. I don't think he's even orange and blue in the freaking Justice League film. I don't think he's been orange and blue in any of the either the Smallville adaptations. Was he in any of the other ones?
That he was orange and black.
No.
Oh, Justice League, he was orange and black. Well, still, oranges are a shade of red.
Yeah, so it's.
Oh, Tristan is scolded.
Yes. Oh, he made Iron Man Jason.
Or maybe.
Okay.
Venom is.
He's got the Jason mask on his Venom doll now. Okay, so anyway, but no, but still, okay. So red and black Deathstroke with Spider-Man eyes. Yeah, that's worth $1 billion.
Well, I don't think he was complaining that much till he saw those movies, and he's like, "Oh, hey, I want a cut of that." Especially now that it's going, hey. When it was at Fox, was he saying that much? But now that it's now that Disney owns Deadpool, he's like, hey.
Yeah, but again, it's this is why
might as well be one of Stanley's.
I am a big believer in creators' rights, but I always find the people that yell the loudest about creators' rights usually have the weakest cases.
Yeah.
It's like there are people where you go, oh yeah, no, that guy, like, oh, what was this guy? The guy that says that he wrote like everything.
Alan.
Was it Harlan Ellison? It said, oh, the Terminator was. I'm sorry, what?
Was it a Star Trek episode or?
Twilight Zone episode, yeah, Harlan Ellison. That's the Terminator, and that's this, and this is this other thing that they stole from me. Then you actually like read his stories, like that's not what that movie is in the slightest. And in fact, it's like you can find like 6 other movies that are or 6 other short stories that have been written that are like, I think he says like he like wrote the Matrix, like the Matrix was taken from one of his stories, and the story he says it's not.
Yeah.
Whereas I know other short stories like Awaken to Thunder, which I'll always say is the actual inspiration to the Matrix. But he did not write that story, although he did write several other stories in Children of Infinity.
Yeah.
He did not write that story, which is the actual story that really looks almost exactly like the Matrix.
But I mean, you're right. I mean, a lot of people go for the money grabber like that. It's like, wasn't he one of those ones who went the Image back in the day with McFarlane and all them? I mean, look, love or hate McFarlane. I mean, 301 issues of Spawn. He just broke the record, and he started.
Well, you know what it is? McFarlane makes his bank.
Yeah.
Because McFarlane hustles. He went out and says, I'm going to make sure if I do my stuff, it's creator owned.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to actually make toys on the side,
He's for 20 some years, he's had a book come out every month. He does the toys. Yeah. He didn't like his deal with Marvel, so he went over the Image and started his thing.
Yeah. And I'm sure that there's a lot of it. He probably had some kind of advantages or luck that made that a possibility that maybe Liefeld didn't have, and I grant that, but still
Canadian privilege.
Oh man, Canadians, yeah. free healthcare. You don't need a real job if you have free health. If you have no, man, that's what all the greatest. That's why I want to get myself to Canada, man. You know, because if you don't need to get a real job to have healthcare, you can pursue your art.
If Charlie Ezra had free healthcare, he'd never wear pants again.
I'd wear pants for business meetings. You know, but I would if I had free healthcare. First of all, I wouldn't have to worry about my kids, and that's for me now. That's what I worry about. I worry about. I want my kids to be able to pursue their dreams. So it's like I don't want them to have to, like I did, have to say, okay, do I pursue my dreams or do I get a real job? You know, because you split your time, and you know that's what happens, man. You got to get to a point where you don't split your time. Oh, Canada. So close, yet so far.
Oh, hey, Lilith.
You still here, Lilith?
Yeah,
Pick yourself up off the
here.
floor. Did you see who got cast for Black Lightning?
No.
Wayne Brady.
Oh, yeah.
Is he gonna be the new villain?
No, he's going to be. I don't know if it's a villain. It's Tyson Gravedigger Spikes. I guess he's kind of like playing like a Captain America. Is it like a Captain America type character? But he didn't come home after the war or something.
Okay, so here's because I read the article.
Yeah.
Because if it's got Wayne Brady, I said I'm going to read that article. So there are two Gravediggers. One is the Sykes character, who I believe might have been the black one. The other one was another guy. The first guy is the Gravedigger, who is sort of the Captain America pastiche. The second guy, who's called Gravedigger, was a member of Checkmate, who I think stole some serum and got the powers. And he actually had like mind control powers. They're merging the two characters so that it's going to be like, you know, what if Captain America was a black guy and after World War II did not want to go back to America? He says, I'm going to go back to America where I can't drink from the same fountain. No. So he goes to some other country where he wants to sort of make a country for metahumans. So they're basically making, what if Captain America were Magneto and black?
Or Marcus Garvey, whatever.
Yeah, well, you know. Yes, that too. There you go. Fair enough. Well, at least I don't think he's going to an African country. I think he's going to an Eastern European country. So,
at least they're trying. At least they're trying, Lilith. You know, I thought they were kept doing the same thing over and over. At least they're trying something new.
I'm excited about it.
We know you're tired of Tobias.
I know.
Well, you know. No, but it's actually pretty cool. I mean, it sounds like a cool character the way they've created him. They've built them out of the parts that existed in the DC.
If we could just take the focus off the daughters in their butt.
Oh, is this a butt
we
show?
might actually have a show.
Yeah, the premiere.
Why do they always do the butts?
The premiere, the oldest daughter. Yeah, it just seemed like they kept focusing on her butt.
Is something going to come out of her? Is the butt important to the story? Like, I can see how you got to frame the shot because you got to keep an eye on that butt because you wait what we're going to do. Third act, that butt is going to explode. That's a pops out.
This is not an Adam Sandler movie. Thank you very much.
Whoop it.
I don't know, but yeah, if you know, here's what I'll say: if I ever get to make a DC film, I will focus on a butt, and then I will have Mr. Mixelplex pop out of it.
Ew. That's weird.
Even Tristan wants that in for that.
Glad he said it. We didn't have to.
But Mr. Mixelplex would be totally down with that.
Okay.
Or Mr. Mixelplex. I don't know how you put more syllables in a word without vowels.
They just hit keys on the keyboard, dude.
Well, I do have a friend. I believe he is Ukrainian, and he has like literally one vowel in his name that's like, I want to say it's like 11 letters long. So yeah, stuff like that does happen.
Mr.
in real life.
Mixelplex is
But does he have that many syllables? I don't mind you having a lot of consonants in your name. I'm just saying, how do you put a bunch of syllables in there without vowels?
So we're saying the fifth dimension is in Eastern Europe?
I mean, wasn't that where it was from in Smallville? Wasn't he a foreign exchange student? Maybe we're on to something.
Oh,
There you go. He was just.
Yes, my Smallville knowledge coming in handy.
that's true. Hey, Lil, did you hear what's this DC thing they got to go in with the timelines? Was it G5 or something?
Yeah, generation, the fifth generation. Yeah. It's just stunt. It's just a stunt to get some news articles.
Basically-
Don't worry about it. It'll go away.
Basically, just make
it won't come out
just
on
them
time.
again trying to make every canon,
It's conversion.
making everything canon. And then didn't they say are they going to like try to replace some people with like?
They'll still be around, but in different roles. And I'm just like,
well,
I mean, as much as I love Luke, if Dick Grayson's not the next Batman, like we've been saying for like the last 15, 20 years, then whatever.
They've been floating. Well, I just had this thought while I was outside a couple hours ago. Like, yeah, the rumor's been floating, Charlie, that they're going to have like a black Batman.
Okay.
And it just hit me. You know what they're trying to do,
They
right?
already have a black Batman?
They're trying to get Michael Jordan on Michael B. Jordan.
No. You know what they're
No. Black Batman.
No, you know what they're
in like Batwing or something in the
yeah.
In Batman Incorporated. Okay, I'm just saying when you say they're gonna make a black Batman, it's like don't they already have one of those?
No, like actual Batman.
Think about it. You're gonna have Bruce Wayne and you have a black Batman. You know what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to create their own Miles Morales.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
I mean, that's what they're trying to do.
They should have done Batman Beyond as the black Batman, but then they did this twist for spoilers. Terrence his son.
Robbins is black, right?
No, not he's not technically a Robin. He's talking about probably.
Yeah, I knew one of them was black.
It was a black.
Well, he's not technically a Robin, apparently.
He was just in a Robin.
Robins, but he wasn't a Robin. So I have no idea what he was, but yes, Duke. So Duke was apparently not.
It just hit me today. They're trying to create their own Miles Morales.
Well, and their own Hulk. Don't forget their ever ongoing battle to find themselves a Hulk.
Yeah.
They have a Hulk. His name is Solomon Grundy. Make him the Guardian of the Green. You have your Hulk. Solomon Grundy smash. Make room for the green. Telling you, man.
Who is he? California?
You could even make Solomon Grundy green then.
Colorado?
You make Solomon Grundy the Guardian of the Green. He turns green. Smashing stuff. There you go.
Wasn't there that Batman Shadow the Bat arc, Lilith, where didn't the Floronic Man like regrow his body from like marijuana plants?
It does not sound familiar, but it sounds
it's the 90s. It was the 90s.
Oh.
It was like an anti-drug thing too, because it's like, oh, look how crazy he's acting, kids.
Oh, that was probably back when they were doing all the anti.
Remember, Tim Drake's friend was like at school and he was all freaking out because he got some bad marijuana or something.
That's not how that works. I mean, unless the place is true.
That was true.
That's not how that works.
True Lyft driver would have driven right into the wall today.
No, because that's why you had the Red Bulls.
Exactly.
You gotta
sleepy sometimes.
You take a toke, you take a drink. That's.
You know, I was like, that's kind of genius because I do get sleepy. That's what I've been eating.
No, actually, it's a very bad idea. Mixing uppers and downers is never a good idea.
I almost shouted out a warning because I saw on Facebook she was like, "Yeah, cute Lyft driver, but he smells like marijuana and."
No,
Red Bull. It's a trap.
Bruh.
It's a trap. The government's coming after Will finally.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's just important to.
They're gonna capture Lil and put her on the Suicide Squad. Put the ball in her head. She's gonna be the next Harley Quinn.
There you go. Okay, but with the classic costume, I'm sure.
Yes, and a big mallet. Yes, that's what the only way.
All right, so we do some comics.
Yes.
Okay.
Phil's Comics Corner.
So, shout them out, people.
Do you want to talk Doctor Doom?
I didn't.
Numero uno.
I thought y'all are saving that for
Okay,
Super
we'll save it
Convention.
for Super.
Oh,
I mean, hey, that's fine. You know what, Lilith? Why don't you shout out your comic then?
ooh.
Wonder Twins #8.
Ooh, how the Wonder Twins doing?
You didn't pick it up?
You know what? It never got pulled. And I didn't see it. And also I'm trying to be more responsible in my comic book buying. So.
And I was gonna say,
Yeah, it got missed.
I haven't seen it. I haven't heard anything about it. I wasn't even sure if it was still going or not.
Yeah, it's.
It's still going.
I mean,
Still
I
really
read
good.
DC Comics every week. I never see an ad for it. I haven't seen articles. I haven't seen anything about it.
The closest I saw to a hint at it was them showing up in the Naomi was it Action Comics?
Yeah, 10/15, right?
Yeah.
So, which actually I almost kind of took to mean that I guess that show ended because they're just characters here. Though I had to admit it was great that they made it still canon. It's like nope, all canon. Again, that
I mean, they're playing in a class reunion, and there's some friction, and
aren't they in high school? What are they planning a class reunion for?
well, it's for other
I was gonna say-
alumni.
Oh, okay. So they're in charge of the alumni's class reunion.
Wait, is it like a kindergarten class reunion?
Class of '89.
Woo! Oh my gosh, those guys are a year younger than me. 88 was my 89 is actually older than me if it's high school class of 89, but my junior high was class of 88. So
Yeah, no, I did think that the art. I think this book is on the way out because like the art isn't as vibrant as it had been in previous issues. So that's kind of always the key.
I was gonna say I really don't. I mean, I never hear really anything except for like Young Justice and like again. I mean, Naomi's been showing up like in Action Comics and stuff. So yeah, I really, if I had to bet, I wouldn't see anything keep it still going besides Young Justice and Naomi.
Well, here's the thing about Tom Welly actually show up in Crisis. That means Wonder Twins is technically canon in the Arrowverse because they were canon in the.
to be fair, everything is canon in the Arrowverse. As we saw today, the Keatonverse is canon to that multi.
Not everything. That Dark Knight is not.
Yeah,
canon.
but all they showed was that there was that article. How much you want to bet? No Michael Keaton, but you're gonna have that article. And they'll mention the universe, but you won't get.
No. They had the picture of Michael Keaton on it.
And then that world's gonna get
Yeah,
destroyed.
I'm saying you can have. I'm sure they can use his picture, but you're not going to get Michael Keaton himself on there. I bet.
Well, first off, you never know. Michael Keaton, he's a sport. I mean, that's the thing. He did Birdman. He did Vulture. They said, hey, could you come in? Honestly, it would not surprise me if you actually got like a last-second scene with Michelle Pfeiffer and Michael Keaton. That would not shock me in the slightest. I would applaud it, but it wouldn't surprise me. Here's the thing you have to remember. Actors actually love cameos, especially actors of a certain age, because they know that at a certain point, that is your bread and butter, is the cameo.
They couldn't get Michael Rosenbaum.
Trying to figure out how to squeeze himself into it. He's like, technically CBS owns Paramount. Can you get me in on this or not?
I'm just saying,
going back in time. Why not me?
He's calling Burt Ward right now. Hey, homie.
How'd you do it?
I'm just saying.
But they couldn't get Michael Rosenbaum. They're going to get Michael Keaton.
Well, when you say they couldn't get Michael Rosenbaum,
because they had nothing. They said we need an answer now, but they had nothing to offer him.
Yeah, they didn't tell him what he was going to do.
His grandpa's dying and stuff like that. So that's a different circumstance.
There's a lot of other factors in there, and not to beat a horse that is no longer with us. It's a different career stage for Michael Rosenbaum and a Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton isn't worried about brand dilution at this point. He's actually looking for brand dilution. He's like, can I get my mug on something? Can I Can I slip in here? Can I be there? Can I do this? Can I do that?
When he starts showing up in cons, that's when you know either he just got divorced or he really needs the money or he's got a bad gambling habit. I won't name names, but they know who they are.
Yeah, but the
Or just for the love of putting on a pair, or just for the love of
Shatner and people that write books. Those are the only two people that do it for the love of it.
Yeah, but if nothing else, he was Vulture in a movie in a co-funded picture from Disney and Sony. So I mean, is either one of them going to be like, oh no, you're not going over there?
I don't. Actually, first off, they seem to be much more laid back about this stuff nowadays, because we do see that Marvel keeps on pulling DC people over. So and
they're jumping shit saying thank God. They're like refugees, hoping the 1 foot rule or the 1 wet foot rule applies to them. Save me.
I'm just saying.
First minute of Smallville, they're like, save me.
Going for more than 2 movies, so that kind of null and voids the contract in a lot of cases too. So it's not like,
But no, I mean, I think that, quite frankly, I'm not saying he's going to be in it. I'm just saying it would not surprise me to see him in it. I mean, I'll be honest with you. The most fascinating thing I find about this entire multiversal thing is how much of it seems to be hinging on Batman characters. I mean, yeah.
Well, he did kind of start,
So why? Why between Batwoman and Burt Ward and?
Well, it makes me wonder if Batwoman's going to be kind of
Kevin Conroy and kind of
central to the storyline they're going to be telling, because hey, Batwoman, we want to play this show up, so let's make her important in some way.
Oh yeah,
we do that with every crossover where it's a backdoor pilot, technically. So.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's the first season of Batwoman too. I'm sure they want to give her a big push and stuff.
But making a Battleverse where you have to connect the bats.
Well, plus it
find the bats.
And plus it might be.
And we're also looking for our Bruce Wayne and her universe too. So
yeah, and it's the last season of Arrow too. They want to give Stephen Amell a big send off. Finally, let him play with a Batman, maybe.
Well, there you go.
I don't know. I don't know. It seems to me there's doing a lot of Superman. Forget Batman. They're doing a lot of. I mean, we're getting at least what?
Well, and then we get the confirmation that Flash is. Well, spoilers, guys.
What's the third?
What?
What's the third Superman?
Brandon.
Oh, well, we got Tyler from Supergirl. It's Brandon Ross playing Kingdom Come Superman
in the
CW
Supergirl.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I forget too. No offense, Tyler.
Oh.
I love you on Teen Wolf, but Teen Wolf is where you should have stayed.
So yeah, so we get at least 3 Superman.
Like he just looks like a baby compared to the other two. It's crazy.
Well, like different ages,
Like muscle, height, everything. He's just like a baby. I'm just like, you're still Ruthie's boyfriend from Seventh Heaven. I'm sorry.
I need some muscle and some meat.
Brandon's looking real good. That's all I'm saying.
I know. Okay, Lilith. Did you read the Batman's Grave #1?
No.
I wasn't going to. I wasn't going. I don't. Oh God, she's drunk.
Poor Phil's just trying to support his local comic book guy.
Well, no, I wasn't.
Like, just give it to me, sure, bro. Just give it to me.
I wasn't going to, but then I decided to give it a try, and it's a 12-issue series, but it's like a murder.
Who's writing it?
Warren Ellis. With Brian Hitch art.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it looks great. I mean, it's like a murder mystery, but Batman seems to have solved the mystery already at the end of the first issue. I'm like, well, what are you doing for the other 11 issues?
Calendar Man secretly, it's fine.
But no, I mean,
maybe they're doing Columbo. He knows who the killer is, but how do you prove it? Maybe they actually have Batman worry about rules of evidence for once.
I mean,
that would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, Lilith.
That would be shocking.
I mean, Lilith, we're always complaining about we want more detective Batman. I mean, a lot of this issue is him going over the like a.
Is it just him though? No sidekicks tagging along? Is this like?
No, it's the only other person in here basically with him is Alfred.
Huh? I might pick it up then.
Yeah, I mean, it's only the first issue so far, but yeah, I mean, a lot of the issue is him going through the murder scene and trying to piece stuff together and try to think through try to see through the eyes of the victim, and well, he did this because this, and this, and the guy would come at him because this, that.
Well, I'm just gonna put it to the fans this way. Remember during Convergence when I said this is just test runs to see what people like. If you want to see Jonathan actually in canon universe, you should probably buy those books. And what happened? I'm just saying.
That's right.
So maybe that's one of these things.
Lil, if you we were talking comics on Super Connectivity last week. Did you read Legion of Superheroes Millennium 2 last week?
No.
Oh, I wasn't bad. I don't want him sending Jonathan Kent to the future, but I mean,
yeah, that's BS. Like, can we? Like, we fought for the marriage and the kid. You don't just,
Well,
like if anybody's getting sent to the future, can we send Damien? Can we send Damien, please? Just send him on a ship.
Well, did you read Superman 16? Yeah, they
no.
Order Jonathan meets up with Damien, and Damien's like, "What the hell? You're all big now."
Phrasing.
Are they doing like a Franklin Richards thing here, where he's like, sometimes he's old, sometimes he's young?
Well, no,
that's just kids in any comic book, honestly.
He went into
whatever fits the plot.
He went into space with Jor-El, and timey-wimey stuff happens, and he comes back. He's like 17.
Okay, so he's 17, and now is he 17 in the Legion of Superheroes story too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So he's just old now.
Mm-hmm.
They cheated us. They cheated us out of the tween years.
Yeah, the Legion of Superheroes basically came back, and they're like, because oh, we came back to the moment when the whole Universal Federation or whatever gets started, and we want you, the hero who came up with the idea, to come with us. And Superman's like, well, I'm honored. They're like, no, we don't want you. We want your son. So
he did what? Oh, okay.
The Legion didn't want Superman. They wanted his son.
I know. Well, I know Superboy was in the Legion at one point.
Yeah. So I guess this is Bendis trying to do a modern take. Instead of Clark Kent as a teenager, it's his son, his teenage son now instead.
Justice for Connor. That's all I'm saying.
Well, Connor Kent's
the only Superboy that I like.
Oh,
he's got a TV show coming.
Well, yeah, Titan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's got a TV show coming.
But I mean, so are we shipping Jonathan to the future, Lilith? Because
take Damien with you.
Well, Connor Kent going to be our modern day Superboy then?
That would be so cool. Like they can actually. Well, I wouldn't trust it with Bendis. But maybe if I just anonymously send him something and say, "Hey, I don't want money, just use this." maybe.
I mean, I'll say this much: if you actually put, I think Damien would love the future.
Oh no!
I don't care what Damien loves. I just want him gone.
Oh, and in the Superman issue, he even says to Jonathan and to John, he's like, "Hey, do they have a bad character?" He's like, "Do they have a bad person in the future?" He's like, "Because I'll go."
Yeah, well, I think you'd be awesome in it. And
Stephanie.
Not for nothing. I would love to see Damien come back like 26 years old, all booster golded out.
Roid rage.
Not roid rage, just super
future knowledge.
Yeah, man, that would be awesome. Have him just totally embrace the Robin. No, I'm not Batman. I'm the Robin.
The Red Robin. Wait a minute. Since Tim is just Drake now, the Red Robin in costumes available.
Yeah, since Tim Drake is Duck Boy now, yeah.
Darkwing Duck.
Crack an egg on it.
Spend this.
Yes.
I did read one good Marvel book this week.
Ooh, Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
Can you guess it?
What was it?
Can you guess it?
Right now we're still on Capes and Lunatics here. Okay, so Tristan would like to show you some of his artwork.
Was it Miles Morales?
No, he's very much in his Joker. So this is Jeremiah Joker. This is his Gotham take on Joker, but as a split Two-Face character.
It's Jeremiah and Jerome.
Jeremiah and Jerome sort of fused together. This is this one. It's a little more primitive. This is his Red Hood Joker. It's the two Red Hoods. It's the Jason Todd Red Hood mixed with the original Joker Red Hood. So, and then this one is just a blank piece of paper. So there you go. Those are 2 bits of art from Tristan.
So anyway, Lilith wasn't Miles Morales?
No, it was Spider-Man Loves Mary Jane.
Oh, okay.
I think that they are setting up something special there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's just like their life together. Like, you know how we say we don't really get to see enough of like how Mary Jane impacts him. It's kind of, oh, just go get him, Tiger. Like, it's kind of very one-sided. They kind of flesh out both sides of it.
Is that a newer one? Because I thought they had a Spider-Man Loves Mary Jane before.
This one is The Unexpected Thing. I don't know if this is just a one-shot though. Yeah, obviously it is because it's just like that. The book.
Okay.
But I think this is for like the young kids. It's very YA influence. I see, like kind of like The Fault in Our Stars kind of situation.
I don't care
but,
if it makes that marriage popular. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I thought that was cute. It's kind of along the lines of what's that white Catwoman novel? I can't think of the name of it.
Oh, the one you're talking about? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's kind of along the lines of that. So
Okay.
it's like geared for younger kids. But yeah, it's like yeah. Get the kids into it. Give the kids get the kids hooked on that sweet Mary Jane love. Crazy.
Oh, but I bash Bendis sometimes, but I didn't think I would enjoy Batman Universe because it's like Batman and time travel, but I'm kind of enjoying this.
What is the obsession with time travel right now? Like it seems so lazy and disingenuous.
But I mean, it's just.
It's confusing.
But this issue, it's just basically Batman, Hal Jordan, and Jonah Hex in the Old West versus Vandal Savage.
Like, who the hell do they think they are? The Legends? Like, what?
I mean,
Maybe since you're watching Legends of Tomorrow, and that's where he got the idea. Fight me, nerd.
You know what, Lilith? They brought a Marvel guy over, and he's putting in a lot of
rubbing his Bendis all over it.
Yeah, exactly. Marvel loves time travel. Even when they don't love time travel, they love time travel.
No, he was just watching Legends of Tomorrow. It's okay, because the Jonah Hex in the Wild West, that is literally a Legends of Tomorrow episode. So I'm just like,
Does
whatever.
DC have any other like notable cowboy heroes?
Yeah, they do.
I'd say
But
Jonah Hex.
they love their Confederate soldiers, so whatever.
I'd say in the
Not any that you could list off the top of your head, apparently.
last couple of years, I'd say Jonah Hex is the most well known. I'd say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, he had a movie,
Oh yeah, he sure did. It wasn't that bad. I remember no, like every now and then I have to purge my mind, but no, it wasn't that bad. It was better than Constantine, I think. Fight me, like I don't care.
It's Ghost Rider good. That's what I'll say.
Oh, no. It was better than Constantine and better than Ghost Rider. We were just having this conversation, Phil and I. Nicolas Cage is terrible.
Oh well,
terrible Ghost Rider.
I don't. Okay, that Nicolas Cage, he's a love or hate kind of guy. I will give you that.
He should be overweight.
Give me Face Off. Give me Knowing. Give me that one where it's the end of the world, but not as a superhero. Like I'm so glad they never went forward with him as Superman. Like
he should be overweight with all the scenery he chews and swallows.
Not the bees. Not the bees.
Scenery is very low calorie. And high in fiber.
Oh, you know what I want to see? I'd rather see the Trigger Twins as our go-to cowboy like characters. There was a vigilante version of an Old West vigilante too, or you got Johnny Thunder, but I guess people would think of the other Johnny, the other famous Johnny, so they probably want to stay with that.
Confuse him with Johnny Quick,
or other Marvel Johnnies, whatever. Yeah. So what was the book you want to talk about, Philip?
I don't know. I've been talking. Well, talked to Batman. I'm sure no one read Powers of X #6.
Almost did.
Well, it was the last one, but yeah. I mean, basically, it's what we all figured. I mean, Moira McTaggart's like she's basically manipulating Xavier. She's, she even thinks to herself, to save the mutant race, I basically have to break this good man and make him, more evil.
But she's not actually like controlling his mind. She's just manipulating with it.
Yeah,
with her feminine wiles.
Well, and she knows, the previous timeline she's lived through. So she's like, I can't see any other way to save the mutant race other than to turn Xavier into even more of a douche.
Yeah, it was a short trip.
Where's the lie? Like,
oh man, but did you see? I guess Liefeld must have put something up about this too. Hold on, I saved it. He was like, House of X was smoke and mirrors for its run, and its success was achieved on the talent of its two artists, both of them providing above and beyond the stale subject matter. Now they've spilled the concept out into 10 or so books. The results will not be the same. They're all
okay.
Point. Well, so he's still eating.
Hey, Liefeld's in the news. That's important.
He's still eating his sour grapes.
Sour grapes. Sour grapes. Finally, you say about somebody that's not me. Oh, I do have to do my indie book.
Okay.
Sorry, since you guys kind of like mine. So there's a book that I read called Shoplifters Will Be Liquidated. It's from Aftershock Comics. It's $4. If you're familiar with Patrick Kindleman, then you know how crazy his stories are. The pitch is basically just Judge Dredd working at Amazon. Which we're going to get pretty soon. Everybody's going to have to work at Amazon pretty soon. So that's kind of like why I was feeling this story. It's like that South Park episode where they just lambast Amazon, where they came for me personally. I was like, South Park, I love you until you came for me. Yes, I need to have my Amazon Prime, okay?
So
I don't care about the workers peeing in Powerade bottles, okay? Whatever.
So its shoplifters will be liquidated?
Liquidated. And yes, that will come into play eventually, guys.
Lilith, I'm sure you didn't read Event Leviathan, right?
I actually did. Like, I'm all caught up. I know the beats, and it's actually kind of pulling me in a little bit. It's just like, but the minute that it's late, it is cut off. The minute that it's late, I will not read another issue.
Next issue is the last issue, but are they really going where they seem to be pointing at the end of this issue who Leviathan is?
Well, they've smacked us in the face with their peens about it, so I hope so.
Well, I mean, yeah, because they keep saying the kids.
They're not very subtle. Because they think we're idiots. Well, we're still buying DC books, so we are idiots. So
it's Bendis. I mean, everyone's basically saying the Kate Spencer, the current Manhunter. Well, wasn't there a Manhunter before you? Wasn't there a Manhunter before you? So,
that was an actual man.
Was it Mark Shaw or something? Yeah.
Wait, who's the Manhunter?
He hunts the man.
Yeah, I'm interested.
That's Martian Manhunter.
Pre-Green Lantern Manhunters.
Yeah, didn't it come
new name
wasn't that it? Like the Manhunt wasn't the original Manhunter? Didn't he get like he was a human, but he got weaponry from the Manhunters or something? It spun out of that whole Millennium thing.
Yeah. Oh my god. Which felt like a millennium trying to get through.
So basically, a guy grabs alien tech and basically comes like a vigilante or whatever.
Oh, he's Booster Gold. Okay.
He's not from the future.
Everybody's Booster Gold when you try hard enough.
Well, it's like, cavemen versus spacemen. It's not even fight till a spaceman drops away.
Well, are you thinking of Paul Kirk? Because there's a lot of them. He even had a Paul Kirk had a clone.
Oh yeah.
There was the 70s, Dan Richards and Mark Shaw. And then I think Chase Lawler falls into
I just remember like the late 80s there was Mark Shaw. So I guess any of them could, maybe Bendis is pointing to any of them. I don't know.
They might even do Ramsey Robinson.
Oh, true. Okay, so it's like which Manhunter is he pointing to? Okay.
Yeah. Didn't they have a TV show?
What?
Oh no. I'm thinking
What, Human Target?
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of for some reason. But no, there's Beware the Batman.
Oh yeah.
Not to be rude on this, but if you really want a mysterious manhunter, it may well be.
You have Martian.
Yeah, he's a shapeshifter. He disappeared. Where'd he go? I don't know, boss. I didn't see him leave. You always with us? Yeah.
He was my kid all along. Martha's been dead the whole time, suckers.
I'm just saying, it's or another Martian, like Martian Man. Isn't like Manhunter a title for Martian Manhunter? He was a Martian Manhunter.
He hunts the man. He hunts the mans.
I gotta catch me
The
that
white
man.
merchants.
Oh, S&M gear. It's lovely. His little Zardoz suit. But I'm just saying, could it be another Martian Manhunter? One other Martian that survived the Martian apocalypse? And
it's Sean's brother. He's showing up on Supergirl. Why not?
Yeah,
I was gonna say, fun fact: Kate Spencer showed up in Arrow, though.
Oh
remember?
yeah.
So.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you want to do a manhunt.
And, you know what? Mark Shaw showed up in the third season. Now that I'm thinking about it, Corto Martinez.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
So he's Arrowverse canon. Okay.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
But,
we cracked it.
Well, whoever Leviathan is, they guess they showed Lois's father, General Lane, was working with him, I get, working for him.
That's all part of You're the Villain plot twist.
You're the villain, buy one, get one free. I know.
Buy one, get 5 free, more like.
Because what is it now? You're the villain, Doom Rising. Doesn't Marvel have a copyright on Doom?
No, you can't copyright the word Doom.
Unless you put Doctor in front of it. Fight me, nerds.
Yes, if you call it Dr. Doom, then yeah, you do.
Doctor with no period? Like Dr. Pepper? Or...
It's actually, they already have Droom. So if it's too close to Dr. Droom, they will sue because that was Dr. Druid's original name. So they own that trademark, and now Disney owns the trademark, and they do not. Disney don't play.
I'm not a full doctor.
Now when it comes to trademark and copyright infringement, no sir.
They were like, nope. We once used that word 70 years ago, and we have reprinted it ever since. If you want to try and fight us, we will find where we reprinted it.
I have a bachelor's in Doom.
I'm Bachelor Doom.
I'm an apprentice in Doom.
I have an undergraduate in Doom. Who's this, Rob Southgate?
No, he's a master. He'd be Master Doom. There we go. Master Doom.
That's his new name, guys. We're making it happen. We're posting it.
He's Master Doom. He doesn't have his doctorate yet.
All right, Southgate Media Group people. All right, the word has been given. Rob Southgate shall now be referred to as Master Doom.
Hashtag Master Doom. Make it happen. Make it trend. Master Doom.
Phil, we gotta tag him.
Oh, I will. I will. I'll be like, hey, everyone, Monday, listen to Capes and Lunatics episode 126 and find out why Rob Southgate is now mastered.
Oh, and then I'm going to throw out Archie Jughead, the Hunger versus Vampironica #5 is out. And I do have bad news. It is definitely the weakest issue. I was a little bored. Can't wait for them to wrap this up next issue.
What issue?
Point. But I gotta finish it.
What issue was it?
Number
5. So it's a 6 issue. Okay.
Yeah, they need to wrap this story up. I'm very disappointed. I thought the first 3.5 issues were very strong. I think they didn't know what the ending they wanted to have in mind, and so they're trying to have the best of both worlds, but really it's just the worst.
That happens.
Yeah.
It does. Oh, but are you reading the Buffy and the Angel Hellmouth or not?
No.
Or do you want to save that for summer?
I mean,
2020 for
I mean, I only got the first 2 or 3 of Angel, but yeah, no. So yeah, I mean, we could save it. So
it's a Buffy Angel and team up.
yeah,
so
I mean, I'll pick it up eventually. So yeah.
Are her cookies done baking yet? That's all we want to know. If you're a Buffy fan, you know what that means.
Yeah, we'll say that for the summer. I'll give me time to pick everything up.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Anyone else that got any books to shout out?
Now, be sure to check out our special on
301.
300.
Yeah, that's right. Scroll down.
Oh, did you pick up Joker Harley or Joker You're the Villain number
No.
one?
Did you read it?
I gotta go pick it up tomorrow. I heard good things.
Oh,
about
okay.
it. Joker Harley.
I didn't get Joker Harley. I leafed through the one by John Carpenter, Year of the Villain.
Yeah.
If you like your gory Jokers, this is a good Joker. It actually, it's kind of nice, and that's just my leaf through. But yeah, it had its moments. But
that's the Carpenter. I didn't know that was the John Carpenter one.
Yeah, the Year of the Villain Joker is by John Carpenter, and it definitely, in fact, people are saying this should be way more controversial than that, Joaquin Phoenix one.
There is another book too that's a DC book, Secrets of Sinister House number 1 that I want to go pick up. I heard a lot of good things. You got Paul Dini, Raphael Albuquerque, Raphael Scavone, Brian Hill, and Dan Waters doing a couple of different stories. Secrets of Sinister House number 1. You got Detective Chimp, Santana, Constantine. I think Harley's in that one, the Atom. So it's like all these crazy stories.
It's
for Halloween. It's the Halloween.
Put it that way.
What's it? Tales of Sinister House?
No, Secrets of Sinister House number 1. It's basically this year's Halloween special.
They have a new house in DC. I didn't know they had a Sinister House. I know House of Mystery, House of Secrets. This is a new house.
Our house.
In the middle of our street. Oh, wait. Nope, stop.
Stop. But yeah, there's so much Joker content. I'm like, I can't keep up with it all. I was like,
well, he does have a very, very popular film out at the moment.
And
they're lucky that film's doing well, because otherwise it would have just been sad.
I know, just with all the Joker issues coming out, I just feel enough already.
Well, I mean, there's definitely appetite for Joker.
Oh yeah.
I mean, always has been, always will be. So I don't know why though. Like I said, make Penguin a thing, make Two-Face a thing. Can we just more interesting characters, please?
Yeah, but it's like people are obsessed with like serial killers and stuff. Like you see all these like podcasts now, the true crime and the serial killers and stuff.
Oh my god!
I mean, I would say more than like the Penguin or Two-Face, Joker is like your serial killer pastiche.
Don't we have an actual serial killer though? I feel like we have two or three that are in the rogues.
Well, like Zaz and stuff, but I mean, Joker's got the brand name,
The panache, yeah, with all the little the lapel pin flowers and stuff like that. Yeah.
Plus, you pull the general public. If you say name Batman, name a Batman villain. First name
Harley. Oh, and her boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
Not to be confused with her girlfriend.
Oh, the Joker and his girlfriend Harley Davidson. The Joker and Kevin Smith's daughter.
Oh my god! Don't make him cry.
I'm sorry, Kevin Smith. Continue to eat.
Let's get out of here in case you and Charlie have some other things to do.
I mean, we were gonna do super connectivity, but I don't know if we should wait till the morning. It looks like he was falling asleep now.
Yeah. So let's do some shameless plugs and get Charlie.
Where'd he go? Did he go pee? Okay, everyone. Send your thoughts on Martin Scorsese, Rob.
We're the worst.
What? Everyone pees, Lilith.
No. That's liquid concentrated evil that's coming out. He's doing an upskirt shot. Take that, Joss Whedon.
Some nice panties, sir.
Okay.
Lilith is no.
I was just giving you guys a moment to talk about DC while I did something else that was becoming more and more urgent.
I know. I told you. See? All right, we're gonna.
Use a Powerade bottle like everybody else, Charlie.
Well, some of us are on video, Lilith. So trust me, if I was just trust me, if I had blacked out, if I wasn't giving the people what they want, I would have just.
If he wasn't our eye candy, he would, Lilith.
I would have. Hey, I didn't grow this mustache just for me. Okay, this is for the world.
Our modern day Tom Selleck.
Yes, but yeah, no, trust me. I was debating doing the walk back, but Anyway, so yeah,
All right.
Two-Face, isn't he cool?
Yeah, no, we're gonna wrap up. All right, everyone, send us your thoughts on all of this mess. capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call our voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-capes. Hey, if you got a question you want to ask one of these lovely people or myself, send your questions in. Or and follow us. You can find all of our social media links. The link to our TeePublic store. That's right. You can buy a Capes Lunatics t-shirt. Find all the links at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And remember, watch us live on our Facebook, which is over 300 likes now. Thank you very much.
Ooh.
And I think Sidekicks is even over 200 now.
They like us.
So watch this live on the Capes Lunatics Facebook, Twitter, our YouTube, or at getvocal.com/channel/capes. Lilith Hellfire, where can people find you besides the bar?
That's it.
Oh, sorry.
What do you mean? No, but if you guys want to hang out with me on the interwebs, find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. And if you are on Instagram and you listen to Capes and Lunatics or Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks, then you can find me at Lilith Hellfire 69.
Duh.
And Charlie Esser.
Well, if you'd like to write to me in that old-fashioned email way, the way our mothers and fathers once did many years ago, please do so at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, at gmail.com. And of course, follow me on the Twitter as I live tweet all sorts of things when I feel like it and have time. At Charlie Esser. That's CharlieEssser. Look for the two E's in the middle.
For quality.
Bing.
Got to talk good place. Dang it.
There's always another week.
Or
hey, you two could jump on one day.
Catch up on the good place. No, but Lilith is the one who watches it, so catch up on the good place.
Well, you and her can jump on one day. This is the good place. Remember that. Anyway.
It really is. It truly is.
It is. Oh, boy.
Because he doesn't watch the show, so he doesn't.
I know. No, whatever. Anyway, for another week, we have been the Capes.
Lunatics! Really just lunatic, but it's fine.
We're all little lunatics someday.
We'll get Moz back someday.
Yes, Moz. Need some Moz. And they dance.
I gotta buy a computer tomorrow.
Take that mustache. Suck it, Jennifer Aniston.